TYT Sports, Rick Strom with you, talking boxing as always with our guy Robert Exel, the editor-in-chief of boxing.com. Robert, how are you today?
I'm good. And yourself, Rick?
Doing well. We have a jam-packed Saturday at the Home Depot Center right here in Carson, California. Not too far, where Chivas USA and the LA Galaxy play. But there will be boxing on the pitch Saturday night on HBO Boxing After Dark. Bam Bam Rios, Brandon Rios, facing off against Mike Alvarado. Mike, Mile High Alvarado, because he is from Denver. Let me start with Rios and with you. Looking through his past fights, firstly, this is his first fight at junior welterweight, but now we can proceed to his last fights. You know, he beat up on Miguel Acosta, beat up on Urbano Antillon, a nice Mexican fighter, and then he had the controversial win against Richard Abril. Talk to me a little bit about the last fight against Abril. What did you see in Rios' game that led to a controversial win that many people thought he lost?
Well, I think that he probably did lose. I think he had a lot of problems with weight, as you know. That has been an issue for quite a while. I think his focus wasn't on the fight because of all the many distractions that have been sort of plaguing his career of late. And he was gifted a decision. It's not the first time it's happened. It's not the last time it's happened. And it will no doubt happen again. But hopefully that will not be an issue when he fights tomorrow night.
Well, he did make weight the first time in his last 3 fights that he has done so. So golf clap to him. Would you say that Brandon Rios is a raw fighter? Would you say that he is just this toe-to-toe fighter who does not display a great amount of skillful defense?
I don't know that I would use the word raw to describe him. I would use the word pure to describe him. He's not a pure boxer, but he is a pure fighter. He's somebody who really loves to fight. He spoke to the press earlier this week, and during the conference call, he said, "I love to fight. I love to hit. I love to get hit. Nothing makes me happier than getting hit. Even if I were to fight a heavyweight, I would love to get hit by a heavyweight, and I would smile the whole time." Men like that need to fight. So he's a pure fighter, in the best sense of the word.
He's also insane, wouldn't you say, Robert?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to know. I mean, insane is sort of a judgment call. I don't know that he's insane. I mean, one would think nobody would like to get hit, but every boxer knows that that's part and parcel of the game. The object is to hit and not get hit. But there is something that draws people to boxing, and there is no avoiding getting hit. I mean, maybe if one is Willie Pep, one doesn't get hit in certain rounds, in certain fights. But it is an unavoidable part of boxing. And Rios, God bless him, seems to like it.
Let's move to Alvarado, the contender in this fight. You know, his last fight against Briedis Prescott, Prescott obviously beat up on Amir Khan, there it is, in 2008, light bulb. He came back in that fight. It looked like he was down, you know, in the first few rounds. He came back uppercut after uppercut after uppercut against Prescott, and he ended up winning that fight. What did you see in Alvarado that maybe he can exploit on Rios?
Well, he clearly is tough. I mean, he has a never-say-die attitude, which is going to serve him well when he fights Brandon Rios. He is big. He's bigger than Rios, even though they sort of weighed the same. He's used to fighting at 140. Packs a punch. And again, like Rios, he comes to fight. I mean, when these two men meet, it's not going to be the gentlemanly art of self-defense. It's going to be the sort of less than gentlemanly art of mutual destruction. The two of them are going to go at each other tooth and nail, what makes this fight so appealing. As you know, people are comparing this fight to a potential Gotti Ward. They're saying it might be fight of the year, all of which is a little bit premature, but the potential is there. It could really be an outstanding war.
I agree with you. I don't think I'm totally buying into it. So, I mean, it sounds like you're not buying into it at all. You think it'll be a good fight, but not a fight of the year candidate?
Oh, well, you never know. One never knows. I mean, one goes into these things sort of blindly. It's like having a date with somebody and not knowing what's going to happen. It could be the greatest date in one's life. One could end up in the arms of one's only true love, or it could be a stinker, and you never see the person again. I don't think it's going to be a stinker, frankly. Both of these guys are coming to fight. Both of these guys are coming to win, and they both fight with a no-holds-barred attitude, which is a great mixture for a great fight.
So, Robert, the fight is for 10 rounds, again in Carson, California. Who do you have winning this fight? Do you have Bam Bam Rios going on and expanding his career and fighting against another top fighter, or do you have the contender, Alvarado?
I see Rios taking this fight. I just think Rios is hungrier. I think Rios has more to prove. I think Rios is going to bust up Alvarado. That's something that Alvarado suffers. He gets busted up really bad. And as you know, having seen Rios fight at the Garden not that long ago, he busts fighters up. So I think Rios is going to take this fight.
Robert Exel, the editor-in-chief of Boxing.com. Coming up next, we are previewing Nonito Donaire and his fight, the main attraction on Saturday in Carson. But before we let you go, we got to promote Robert, as always. You can follow him on Twitter at boxing_com and follow his great writing at www.boxing.com. Robert Exel, thank you so much for the time.
My pleasure.